Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to build this fully automated sorting system for hostile mobs in Minecraft version 1.7 and all the upcoming versions as well. So there are no crucial bugs or glitches or whatever used, those are just the standard game mechanics which are expected not to change in the near future. So you're going to be able to build this without any worries that this is going to break. Compared to my previous versions, I've made a lot of changes to the whole system. We now have a new kind of clock, which prevents a curtain problem from occurring. We have more space for the spiders to be sorted out, which prevents them from clogging up and preventing other mobs from coming through. Also have we a much better timing in the main cell, which makes the mobs have much more time to find their way and makes the whole system much more efficient. And finally, we have a witch sorting segment, which is completely optional. I'm going to show you how to build it with or without it. But this is very important as witches now spawn everywhere, just like zombies, creepers, and skeletons do. And if you don't want them to go into the other cells, just totally randomly, this is going to be very important for you, and you can just sort them out just like every other mob as well. Okay, so before we start building all of this craziness, I want to inform you about the three major disadvantages with this design. So first of all, is this farm not 100% accurate? I'd say it's about 95%, something like that, but a rough 5% of the mobs just don't go where they're supposed to. So sometimes it can happen that a zombie or a creeper doesn't run fast enough and goes where the skeletons and the witches go, and sometimes it can happen that a skeleton or a witch doesn't just stay where they're supposed to, but instead just wander off and go somewhere else. So yeah, it just sometimes can randomly happen that mobs go where they aren't supposed to go, and there's really no way to avoid that from happening. So you'll have to deal with it, and you'll have to adapt your machines that you're hooking up with this sorting system so that they can also work even if there might be a wrong mob in the system. So the second problem is the speed. So as you can see, this sorter isn't exactly very fast. It can only handle one mob at a time, and it takes about 3.5 seconds for one mob being processed. So you'll have to know that you won't be able to use the full efficiency of your mob farm when you hook it up to the sorter. And now the third problem is that there's a very big height to this whole thing. So it's about 20 to 30 blocks depending on if you use the witch sorter or not. And you'll have to think about it. You know, you have your mob farm above the sorter, and then you probably have some machines below the sorter, so you can end up with a lot of vertical space. So you need to plan things out properly before you start building this. But other than that, if you can live with that, then you're totally fine to build this, and we can move on. Okay, so before we start the building, there's one thing I have to mention, and that is that I'm going to use glass on the walls just for better visibility. So you don't have to use glass all over the place, you can just use regular blocks all the way through. There's some spaces where you are going to need some glass, but where that is I'm going to tell you. But other than that, you can just use normal solid blocks all over the whole build. Okay, so first of all, we have our 3x2 or 2x2, doesn't matter, opening right here. This is where the mobs flow in from your mob trap, or whether it just fall down, doesn't matter how you do it. And then on the wall to the left side, or wherever you want to build the sorting system, you can also build the other way around, doesn't matter, of course. Wherever that is, you're going to place your walls, just place it all the way around. So we're going to build our sorting system that direction, and we're going to continue this wall 7 blocks. That's 6, 7, there we go. Roof that up, and also place a floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then continue that for 2 more blocks right here, and 3 blocks right here. So just like that. And then you can go ahead and place a wall around that here. This is going to be where the spiders will go. So just place something like this around there. Place 2 signs right here, right where that drop chute is, and then place signs all the way along here. Just go all the way. I can also place pressure plates, doesn't matter, or just place the signs like that, doesn't matter. Just do that all the way along so that you can place. Oh, that was wrong. So that you can place water right here and right here. And then you're also gonna place water in the corner back there, and that's gonna flow down now, but that can just block off like this. And then you're just gonna continue your roof all the way above here. Just do it like that. Oops. And you also want to place a roof right here. That is very important, so that this whole thing should not be 1 block high, and on the other side it should be like this. And then you can place some glass. This is going to be where your tube goes down. This is where the spiders are being sent off, and yeah, you can connect that to whatever you want. And up in front, we're going to continue with 1 block lower, and you're going to bring that out 3 blocks, just like so. Place your lower wall blocks, just the lower ones, and important is that here and here, those 2 blocks each, so those 4 blocks here, those and those, they have to be glass. That is very important. They need to be glass. Okay, and now we can go ahead and place 2 blocks right there, and you can already place a roof right here, and then bring that down 1 block, just like so. And there you go. That should be clear to walk through. And you can already place some water right here. That's gonna flow down, but it doesn't matter. And yeah, that's it for the first part. Okay, next up you're going to place 2 trapdoors. It doesn't matter where you place the lower trapdoor, but the upper trapdoor you're going to place in the lower half of the block, just like so, and open this lower trapdoor so that is in that state, and the upper one you can just leave like that. Cover up the sides right here, but then you're going to go ahead and place 2 blocks here and 2 right back here, and this is going to go where the tripwire hooks are going to be placed, just like so, and put string in between them. And this is why we have to have glass below the tripwire hooks, because if we had a solid block below them, then the tripwire hooks wouldn't work. You can cover that up just like so, and it's always important to have some solid blocks above the water streams, because otherwise the mobs are gonna start burning eventually, or they might just catch some fire now and then. But there's one more thing you need to do, and that is to put down a piston right here. It's going to be a regular piston facing that direction, and you're going to remove this block right here, cover that completely up, just like so. And then what you want to do is place a sign right here and a sign right here, and then you want to place water right there, and that is gonna prevent the curtain problem from occurring, where sometimes spiders would just get stuck up here in this corner, or in this corner. They would even just get in there. But if you have water there, then they're just gonna drown in the long term if they don't make it out of there, which they most likely won't do. That's just because they sometimes glitch into the walls, and there's no way to avoid that. So that's why we have the we have the water there, which just drowns them. Gotta replace that. There we go. And now we just roof that up, and there we go. Now we can go ahead and place 2 more wall blocks right there, and then you place a block behind there. And oops, I need a sticky piston. Forgot to bring that. There we go. Sticky piston right here with a glass block in front of it. This needs to be a glass block again, and then you can place your floor around this here. So this is where the mobs are gonna drop down onto, and then that's this little platform here. You can place trapdoors on those 2 blocks and on this one right there. Then you can place some blocks on the other side of them. Place some more trapdoors here. This is gonna be 4 blocks wide, just like so, and you can round that up just like so. The platform we're gonna do in a little bit. I'm going to show you how big you can do that. Just build some rough basic of it, something like that. Then you can go ahead and place your floor right here. Just gonna be where the cats go, and therefore we're gonna need a slab. So you want to place slabs above this thing here, but you're gonna place upside down half slabs, so that we have a 1.5 block gap in between here. Then you wanna just roof that up and put your walls around that. Oops, There we go. Just put some walls around that, and you're gonna also place a block right here with a trapdoor on it, so that we always have this too wide gap in between there. You're gonna place a half slab on that block right there, and put another block behind there, and then you can place your walls all the way along and surround that. This is gonna be where your villager will be placed. So just put that all the way around there. There we go. Very simple. And also place some walls right here. Just those 3 blocks right there, or 4 blocks in total. And then you want to place a roof above all of that. That's very important, so that they can't jump in there. We definitely want to prevent that from happening. So of course you gotta leave the drop chute open, but this one you can close up, as well as a roof, wall that you can place there. Yep, so that's that. And so that is it for this part. Okay, next up we are going to place the redstone mechanics behind this. So you're gonna start with those 2 blocks here. You're gonna place redstone on top of them, and you're gonna place a torch right there. And then what you want to do is you're gonna come down here, just like so, and place a hopper right there, and have another hopper face into that hopper. Then remove that hopper again, and have both of them face into each other. And now you should be able to place redstone dust, which should be powered by that torch, just like so. And then you're gonna place 4 items of any kind into either of those hoppers. And those need to be items that stack up to 64. Just any type of block, just put some cobblestone or dirt in there. Then you go ahead and place a block on either side of those hoppers. Place a comparator facing out of the hopper right there. And then you're gonna place a block on the end of the comparator, and you're gonna place a block beneath that again, and place redstone on top of those blocks, and then you're gonna place sticky pistons on the edge of those redstone dust, and then place a block of redstone in between them. Okay, then we come around to this side and place another block with the redstone on top, which faces into a sticky piston with a block on top, just like so. Have a repeater come out of this side facing into a block with the redstone on top, and now you can go ahead and make this door open again. That's very important. You have to do this manually. This is just going to be for the first time. It's not going to happen again that it closes. Then you're going to place another repeater over here. You're going to have that face into a block. That brings the signal down 2 blocks, and down here we have a repeater on 3 ticks of delay. 3 ticks, and then we're gonna place 7 more repeaters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 repeaters on 4 ticks delay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that again faces into a sticky piston with a block. Out comes a redstone dust. Then place a block behind that, or beside that. Place a repeater on 3 ticks of delay. That faces into a block with a torch on it, and there you go. That's your system up here. So now we can quickly give it a test run. If everything works smoothly, we're just gonna give ourselves a skeleton, and we should be able to see things working properly. So this should close. Yes, it does. And this should start flashing now. Yes, there we go. And after the delay goes through, it's gonna drop down. Perfect. Okay, so that seems to be working. Now we can already build or not build, but we can already place our cats back in there. So we can already build our platform as well. And with the platform, there's one thing you need to know. First of all, the platform is needed for the creepers, because the creepers, when they run away from the cats, they need a space to run to. So if there is no space, if there's just like a block to run to, then they're most likely gonna either not run at all, but or just take ages until they start to run. So you'll need to give them as much space as possible. So the bigger the platform, the better. But there's also a limit, so you can't just indefinitely extend it for best results. There's a limit, so there's counting from this block here. That's approximately 16 blocks outward. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there we go. That's the maximum limit. More you don't need to do. So I just like to place, make it symmetrical, just extend that all the way to there. And then you just make like a radius around that. Don't make it too big, otherwise you're gonna just waste too much space at some point. There's also a limit of what you need. So just fill that all out and do that on both sides, of course. So we're gonna extend that on the other side as well. There's one thing to mention right here. This is gonna be where our villager goes. You're gonna leave out those 3 blocks right there. Just leave them out. Or if you don't place any platform here at all, then it doesn't matter. But you should leave them out, and then just extend your platform all the way over here, and fill that in as well. And this should make the creepers run as fast as possible. So now we can quickly open those trapdoors and push in our cats. Okay, there comes the second cat. Just place them both in there. That's gonna be good. If you only have one cat, it doesn't matter. You also can just place one cat. That's good enough. Then of course we need our villager. We're gonna put him back in here. So just bring him from your nearest village or wherever else you have villagers, using a minecart or maybe nether portals. Just bring him in here some way. It should be easy to acquire one villager. And yeah, that's it from this part. Now we can go ahead and place our tubes down here where the mobs fall down. So just extend that a little bit. Now we're gonna need some water, and we're gonna need some more signs to hold the water in place. There we go. So you're gonna rip out that block here and make a little place where you can place your water, just like so. Place a floor there, a sign there, so that the water is gonna push the zombies this direction, so that we have a 1 by 1 tube right here, which we can extend downwards. This is gonna be where the zombies come. And then we also have this tube over here, which is the skeleton and witch tube. I'm gonna show you in a bit how to build the witch sorting, but if you don't want to do that, you're just gonna leave it at that. That's your witch and skeleton tube. And over here you're gonna have to place some more walls so that you can bring away the creepers. So just surround them again. Place a 3 by 2 block thing right there, and then drop down by 1 block and place 2 more right there. Make sure to cover it all up. Damn it. There we go. Just place them all along all the sides, and then you're gonna place 2 sides there and there, and the water in that edge, so that they are gonna be pushed to there. Place water there, and have a sign right here, which is preventing the water from flowing further, and then just again cover everything up. That should be nice and easy. And then this is gonna be where your creepers come down, so you can get them from here. And that's basically it. If you only wanna sort, or if you don't want to sort skeletons and witches, then you can go from there. You have your spiders, creepers, zombies back here, and skeletons and witches in that middle tube right there. So that's it. But if you want to build your witch sorting as well, then you're gonna stay for a little longer, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. Okay, now on to the part with the witch sorting. So, in order to do that, you wanna rip out those blocks right here, right underneath this block here, which goes down the drop chute, and you're gonna place a block at the bottom here, just like so. Place 2 more, then another 2, and then another 3 blocks. So that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then surround that with walls. Actually, I need those. Just put them all the way around, just as usual. And then you're gonna put water all the way back here. Also, make sure to put on a roof. There we go. And now you want to place a glass block right here, and you need to ensure that all the way up to the top there is no blocks blocking sunlight. So you can place all kinds of transparent blocks, but don't use any solid blocks all the way to up there. So next step, you're gonna place 2 blocks right here, on all sides except for the side over there, and then place your sticky piston below here, just like so. Put a glass block here. This again needs to be a glass block, and then over here just place 2 blocks. Place a sign right there. Then cover that all up. Put your wall right here, put a sign on there, and place water right there, so it's gonna flow over there. And then you're gonna place more glass or whatever down here, and this is gonna be where your skeletons will be put out. And right here, this is going to be the witches, this thing right there. So now, before we can actually sort those witches out, we need to do a few things, and that is to place a solid block right there with 1 block gap right in between here. Place a solid block there. Place a glass block right here. This again needs to be a glass block. That's very important because we're gonna place tripwire hooks right here, or a tripwire hook, and place a glass up above there so that it's blocked. Place another solid block back here, so that's gonna then we're gonna have the string in the middle here, and there we're gonna attach a tripwire hook. So place glass here and here, and cover that up entirely, just like so. I'm gonna enter from the bottom here. Now I gotta get myself a tripwire and some string, or a tripwire hook and some string. So you're gonna place 1 here and 1 there with the string in the middle, and it should make the clicking noise when you go through it, otherwise you have blocked it somehow. And then we also will need some trapdoors, or 1 to be exact, which is gonna be placed right there. And then we're gonna head down here, and that is the basic setup right there. And now we need to do the redstone behind it. So I'm gonna place 2 blocks like this and place redstone on top of them, so that it will get activated when we activate the tripwire, just like so. So for the signal to be able to reach through there, you're gonna either just rip out that block or just place glass or a half slab, something like that, so that the signal can go down there. Place another block like that. Place a repeater on 4 ticks of delay, facing into a block with another block below there, where the redstone dust on top. And then another one down, and then extend this for 6 blocks, and put repeaters with 4 ticks of delay on top of this, all the way to the end. And it doesn't matter if there's a little hole here. Yeah, the witches won't be able to get out there. And then you're gonna place a sticky piston here with a block on top. Then behind that you want to place a redstone dust, and then right here you place a repeater on 3 ticks of delay, facing into a block, and that goes around in an L shape. Place redstone on top of that, and a torch right there. Okay, but that still doesn't control the trapdoor up there, so we need to do that as well. In order to do so, we're gonna place a repeater right here, and also a sticky piston there with a block on top, and then place another repeater behind here. And now what we need to do is we place 1 block there behind, or right next to the block where the trapdoor is attached to. Place a redstone dust on top of that, and now we place a regular piston right here, and another piston on top of that repeater right there. Place a block here, another block here, and another block here, and so that we kind of have this zigzag thing. And place a repeater there facing into that block, and then take a lever, attach it to this one, activate it, and that should open up the trapdoor constantly. If it isn't open, then open it manually for the first time. And then you need to power this piston back here, so place a solid block below the piston and bring the signal all the way around there. So you want to place those two blocks lower so that they don't get activated by the lever up there. Bring that signal all the way around, just like so. And then we also need to branch off the signal down here in order to open up the trapdoor again. So just bring the signal up to this piston right here, and that should be very simple to do, just like this. Very simple, and that is it. That is all you need to do. And again, it's raining. There we go. So that is how you sort out your witches, just this little circuit down here, and that is it. All there's to it. So I guess we have finished our sorting system now. Now all that's left to do is to attach your tubes to whatever you want to use the sorted mobs for. Let me quickly do all of that. Alright, so I just placed the tubes down there and put some blocks underneath so we can see the results, and now we can give it a test run. So I'm gonna put in some mobs up here. The spider shouldn't be a problem. They'll just go over there. There's nothing special to them. I'm just gonna burn them right here, and they go, just perfect. Okay, but now creepers, skeletons, zombies, and witches. That's the real deal. Let's see how they act in the system. Creeper seems to be going down there. That's good. Skeleton stays there, and we can look what it does down here. Should now close the trapdoor when it goes through. There we go. Closes it. Stays there. Starts to burn, and goes over there. Perfect. That's the way we want it. And now maybe we want to wait for a witch to appear. The others seem to be doing just the way they're intended to. There we go. A witch has appeared. So far, everything seems to be going good. Skeleton falls down, goes over there, and a witch. Now, let me see. Yes, perfect. There we go. Yeah, seems to be working just fine the way we want it. Now, of course, one thing that's very important: the witch sorting will only work when it's day and when it is not raining. That is, of course, very important because there needs to be, there needs to be skylight going all the way down to the witches, or where the witches are down there, because otherwise the skeletons won't start to burn and they won't be getting sorted out. And in some cases it can happen that the skeleton doesn't start burning fast enough and doesn't go into the water right there. If that happens, and if you're annoyed by that, and don't, like in my case, I'm just burning them in here, and then they're gone. But if that bugs you, then you might just want to extend the delay right here a little bit. Just add another 2 repeaters or so, and then the skeletons should have enough time to reach over there. Okay, but I think that's it for this tutorial. I hope you can put this to some good use. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please make sure to leave a rating as well as a comment. If you have questions, please answer them. I'm gonna be happy to not answer them. Please do those questions, and I'm gonna be happy to answer them. And if you're new, then please consider subscribing so to see more of this stuff, and maybe have some updates. Maybe I can produce maybe I can put up an even better version of this. I'm having some ideas where to make this more efficient, more accurate, and maybe even faster. So maybe stay tuned for that. But until then, have fun everybody, and see you again. Bye bye.